Good evening, guys. I'm trying to let go of that tripod just a little bit more gently so that we're not swinging everywhere, making everything all jiggly. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a quick one tonight. And this kind of goes back like with the mittens. Now I'm doing stockings as quick little pockets for the journals. See, I have that one glued. And then it's also, I'm not spending any money on the, like, I shouldn't say any money because, you know, obviously there's some, but I'm going along with Emily's no spend till 2020 challenge. So I got to use what's in my stash. So this is what I've come up with. So these are the little pockets. I'm going to show you how I made them. So yeah, they'll fit those slim tags really well. And then I have to show you, I asked my son, I know like when I first started videoing, I kind of said before, but my son and my daughter both are really good artists, especially for their age. And my son is really into graphic design and that sort of thing. And I keep trying to talk him into making, making a kit, but he only does what inspires him, which is good, but yeah, mom needs a kit. Anyways, so I asked him, because like I was trying to go onto the public domain and find a good stocking pattern. And like all the free ones, when I would go to print it, it would be like jaggedy lines. It just wasn't really what I was looking for. So I asked him really quick last night. I was like, okay, make me a stocking. So this is what he brought me. So yeah, he said, make sure you tell them I used the internet for inspiration. But yeah, like literally 10 minutes and he had these drawn up for me. So I think they're adorable. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and print a bunch of these, and then I will put them in all the little journals. So that'll be kind of just an added little thing that people get when they get like the December dailies that I'm making, and like the little golden book December dailies, and then also the little, I don't know, these journals. I don't know what you would call them. I guess they're just mini December dailies. Anyway, so I'm going to cut them apart and then just stick them in there, and they'll be added bonuses. And then I also decided that I'm going to include one of my great grandma's recipe, like cookie recipes. She was Italian and she came to the United States when she was 8 and lived through the Great Depression. So there's a recipe, and I've got to see if I can do like photocopy the original. If not, I'll have to like type it out and then maybe try to make it look aged. I'm not sure. But anyways, it's Depression cookies. And this recipe has two versions. It has the updated version on the temperature of the oven, but the very original one goes into very specific details about how many coals to put in the stove and all of that. So I love and cherish her cooking recipes. So anyways, getting back to this. So what all these pockets tonight, I used this one here that he drew me. And then, yeah, I just, same thing as I did with the mittens. I traced around, cut them out. And then I looked through, and I mean, I'm okay with using more of the felt. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I still think it looks really cute. And I might do that for some of them, but I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if it's just the quality of felt that I have. It just doesn't, like you can see through it. Which I think if you were to put like a little bit of rickrack or something through there, it wouldn't be so bad. But I don't know how crazy I am about this. So anyways, as I'm digging through everything today, I found all my scrap fun fur. And I happen to love the way it looks. I mean, I think on some of them you could probably trim down the fur, but I kind of like the raggedy look there. And I think I'm going to leave it. And then whoever buys the journal that has one of these like pockets in it, you know, they're more than welcome to trim that off if they'd like. So I guess the only thing I can really tell you about fun fur is do not use scissors. Like, scissors are not welcome on fun fur, because if you use scissors, then you're cutting all the fur. So you have to use like an X-Acto knife. And so let me show you kind of how I prepared this one. Obviously, this one's got ink on it, so I'll ink it really quick. And then since my scraps actually came from a little project I did with my nieces a few years back, because I usually have a craft with your auntie day right before they go on holiday break at Christmas time. And it's usually one of those things where we, make small crafts that they can give to their buddies at school. And then it's also, I make sure that we can do like a teacher gift. And so, yeah. So, but all of these are extra. And these came, I don't know if you guys have ever seen those, but they're little fuzzy pencil things. So basically what you do is you glue one end and then you roll it up like this. And I don't know, these were really popular when I was a kid. So then once you have it, you glue the end, right? And then you glue two googly eyes like right here, and then it becomes a fuzzy top on the pencil. If you guys are interested in seeing that because you have little ones and you think it's a cool idea, let me know. I have lots of fun for that. We could do a little episode of that. Okay, so like I said, they're kind of older now, so I'm not actually worried about them wanting to do this project again. I mean, it's fun for teenagers too, but I think we're kind of past that. So what I did is obviously my little cuts here are smaller than the top of the boot. So in order to just make it kind of line out, I just kind of took the width and lined it up with the bottom part of the boot. And then I just cut it off. Just cut off the top of that boot so that it'll just look better. So yeah, it's a little bit shorter, but All right, so and then I took it and then I lined up kind of where I'm gonna want it. And this is how you cut fun fur. You can do it in several sections. It's actually kind of better if you do a couple of swipes on it. You just come in and lightly kind of, I don't know if you can hear it, but kind of go into the thing there. And then it'll come apart. And then it still leaves your stuff. And maybe I'll show you. So, and then I'm just going to glue it here and glue it on. So it's all kind of fuzzy. And then I was just going to show you really quick with a piece that is not something I think I can use on anything else. What happens when you actually cut fun fur. So I want this piece, just say, if you cut into it like that and you want to use this other piece, I mean, it's still fuzzy, but do you see that? Like you got rid of all of your hanging down pieces. So, I mean, if you like that look and you just want it fuzzy, then I mean, that's good, but that's not kind of the look I'm going for. All right, so yeah, we'll just glue this really quick. And I don't know what I'm going to do with embellishments. I don't know. It's going to be one of those things where we'll just have to wait almost till it's in the journals, I think. Yeah, but I think these, other than tags, I think I'm done with pockets because I spent the good portion of last night just making simple pockets. And then I think our next episode is going to be where I pull at least one golden book out. And since I used Gail's method, I'm feeling like I need to do a little bit of, I'll show you here. So yeah, it just glues on like that. And you can kind of, if you want it a little more fluffy, make it a little more fluffy. If not, and another thing that might look kind of cute, and I don't have any right now, is some feathers maybe. I don't know. If you had like white feathers, maybe you could kind of line it like that. I don't know. Maybe that's a ridiculous idea. But anyways, so there's that one. And so let me show you the golden book thing that I'm talking about. So like I said, I have a ton of these. And they have all different... Like some of them are just like scrapbook paper, right? But what I mean by using Gail's method is where you add, hold on, let me find it. Where you add kind of like a tip in it down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. There's a little bit of tip in. And see how it's not quite as long, which I think I'm okay with. But this side right here is really blank. So I'm thinking about making pockets, like one, I'm probably not even in frame, am I? Okay, making one long one for sure with like a little, you know, cut out the little thing. And then I think on some of them I might stack a couple of pockets, because remember, I'm trying really hard not to over decorate. Mostly because I think that's part of the fun that people have with their December dailies. I'll include like some tags and things like that they can put wherever they want to put. And I think each one's gonna have a puzzle piece charm, I think, if I get to it. And like here's some that are a little bit smaller. So I thought, you know, maybe that's the ones that I kind of come across with pockets in this direction or something. I'm not really for sure, but yeah, definitely the ones that have all the white background, I will put pockets on. So I think that's what we'll cover in the next one. And I think I'd like to do kind of like, not an accordion necessarily, pocket, but kind of, maybe one that kind of is open a little bit more, that like people could stick in like, I know like in December, like people go to like the ballet and, looks like I gotta glue that a little bit more. And that sort of thing. You know, they like to do that kind of thing. So yeah, they could put their ballet tickets in. And I think I'm going to hitch post all of them. I think. I don't know. I haven't decided that yet. I guess I'll have to do some research and see what people usually do. And I think I'm going to have to kind of work with these again, because they're sitting in a basket. So anyways, we'll make sure they're perfect before they go out. And then I don't know if I'm going to include beads or not. I'm not really for sure yet. We'll get to that early this week. All right, so I hope you guys are having a great evening, and when you see this, it'll probably be Sunday morning. So I hope that you've had a really great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.